Hello, Libra. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly talking about you tarot card reading. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the who with the astrology reading cards. Then we'll do the tarot spread just like normal. And if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There is a link to my Etsy shop. And here we go. Okay, everybody. Who's secretly talking about Libra? Well, they carry a Leo vibe, and the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. That's a whole lot of ego. Leo, my ego. Alright, you got that fiery lion. So you know this person has charisma. They have a lot of ambition to them. And they have a lot of energy. They want to have fun. They want to live life, damn it. And yeah, free spirit, ruled by the sun. Then we have Pisces. And this energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Pisces, sensitive Pisces. And I would say both of these signs are very, very intuitive. So give me that psychic energy. Boo boo. Give me that prophetic dream, Leo. And your final card is Aries, second fire sign of the reading. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. I like it. It's a fire sandwich. It's a fire sandwich. Okay, so we look at Leo and we know this person has an intensity to them, which is, hey, I'm filled with passion. I might burn you. And then also there's a creative energy and imagination to this person, that Pisces energy. So this person, very emotional, very reactive. So I want to know what they're saying about you, because they could be talking that noise, or they could be very angry. Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, planet of conflict, planet of action, and planet of aggression. Meanwhile, Pisces is ruled by the planet Neptune and Jupiter, growth and expansion, dreamlike attitude, and some type of psychic energy. Leo, ruled by the sun, gives us that, again, charisma, sense of purpose. They have a lot of energy and a lot of seeing the sunny side of things. So it's a lot of like emotional stuff, if you will. It's a lot of like, it's not tangible, you know. It's like you could say something and I'll snap on you, or you could say something and I'll cry, and you'll be like, I didn't even know that you were sensitive. So this person is very, very emotional, very reactive. Let's have a look at the tarot and see what they are saying about you. We gonna start with the swords. We got the Five of Swords. Although this is a challenging suit, the swords, the Five of Swords, it does represent change. It does represent, you know, that five is giving us like change and transition. It could be unexpected change as well. Uncomfortable though. And this is usually, this card represents almost like cutting your losses, not being happy about a victory. You feel me? Like, I won. Yeah, I won, but there are casualties, and I kind of cared about those casualties. Or like, I won, but like, it was like a you or me type thing. Like, you know, kill or be killed. Not the cutest way to start, but we had all this fire. We knew. We knew there might be problems. Okay, and then we have the King of Pentacles, and what came to mind? Power trip. I feel like a power trip came to mind. Okay, I don't know if you had the power trip or they had the power trip, but power trip energy is up in here. And regret, a little bit of regret for the words that were exchanged, especially if they were critical, if they cut deep, if they were hurtful in any form or fashion. And even if they're coming from a place of authority, that probably hurts even more. It probably does, you know. Maybe, you know, the King of Pentacles is supposed to be like, I have power over you. This is like when you when you do someone a favor and they hold it over you, or they have something to say, like, you know. This is like when you lend someone money and then you start being like, you had money for Chinese food, but you can't pay me back my $400. It's like, it's not the same. It's not the same, but you know, you watching what I do is very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. I told you I'd pay you back by next month, so I don't know why you're concerned about my day-to-day. Like, you know, I have a check coming, you know, by that due date, and so I'm not trying to live my life as a pauper. I don't know. That's too elaborate of a story, but you get it. Then we have the Three of Pentacles, collaboration, working with someone, maybe one or two people. Makes kind of more sense with the Five of Pentacles because we see two people walking away. So there might be an issue with the leadership in a collaboration of two people, two or more people. And there may be some regretful words, or maybe people had to walk away from a project or a situation and kind of regret that. And maybe a lesson was learned about leadership, because again, it's in reverse. So we know that there may be a hiccup, and that, you know, it's almost like, you know, there's this leadership energy here, and then there's this group dynamic. So it feels like there's some disruption as far as like whoever was the leader. Maybe somebody was being bossy. Maybe someone thought they had a higher authority and they said some things that were messed up, or they spoke down to people. Some sort of issue with authority. They may have that with you. They may be coming from a place of authority and being like, you're not pulling your weight. You know, you're not, or the only reason you're here is because, like, they may have said something insensitive or something that made you angry. They may have said something while they were heated. There's some sort of exchange and multiple people involved, where kind of like a boss or a leader. We see two crowns here. So we know that somebody above was involved. They be talking about it. Okay, so then we have the Ace of Wands. Let's pull the last card. And we have the Three of Swords. So now we know. Now we know. Third party situation involved here. Another person and another person. You know, let's hope it's not a betrayal, but it feels very impulsive. And it feels like somebody said something that they shouldn't have said. It feels like they may have just been very reactive. You know, because if you insult a Leo's ego, then they'll be like, ah, I'm windmilling everybody. Aries, same thing. Like, you know, they could get very hyper responsive and then very sensitive because of that Pisces energy. So it's no wonder that they could say something impulsively that is uncomfortable, that is not something that you live on. It's an uncomfortable transition. I feel like they just said some cutting words, or maybe you said some cutting words and they're talking about that, but either way it was exchanged. I feel like, you know, I wonder if this could even be a situation where somebody regretfully reported to their boss or their supervisor, their superior, about a group collaboration, and resulted in some heartbreak. Some action was taken, some action was initiated, and there was some disappointment as a result. We're top and tail. If it starts negative, it's going to end negative. So it starts with something being said, something regretful being said. So it could be like an insensitive comment. It could be somebody or you said something stupid that you didn't mean, but you're sorry, but you didn't mean it. But this person, their feelings were hurt so much, so they impulsively are like, I'm telling, or doing something, when maybe the day after they're like, you know what, it's not a big deal. You know, but the action is already going to be taken because you went to the King of Pentacles. And so they're under obligation to do something about it, to evaluate the work dynamic, the group dynamic. This could even be like siblings, if you will. Like, okay, I said something, I told whoever impulsively, and now I got to look at all three of you and see what to do. I feel like this looks like a ruling, this hand being like, all right, here's what we're going to do. Either way, it feels like an action is taken to deal with the whole situation. There's a disruption in a group dynamic where multiple parties are involved. There's 2 threes. We know that represents a group or collaboration with more than one party. And we sense the disappointment here. And usually that third party dynamic in this sword situation is negative. It's like a betrayal or disappointment, or I feel terrible about this situation because now we're caught up and mixed together, and it's not a good thing. I'm disappointed. Usually there's some deception there, but you know, we didn't pull deception, but we do see disappointment with the action that needs to be taken because of this regretful thing. Words that were exchanged. I think it's words. It could be actions. It could be underhanded behavior that was like let's say somebody cheated on a test and then they won. You know, and then you're just like, oh, I know they cheated, I'm going to tell. And then in reality, you're like, well, that doesn't change my mark, so I shouldn't have said anything, or that changed our relationship. I'm disappointed, I'm upset that you told on me, or, you know what I mean? Like, but there's like a hectic situation where within the group dynamic, somebody feels like they had to report to a senior manager, whoever the heck is involved, and some action is taken and it results in people involved being super disappointed. Now, I mean, if that's you, that's what they'd be talking about. If you're the one impulsively being, you know, let me knee-jerk reaction and escalate situations, or it could be them, but either way they're talking about it and it involves you. So there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to the website as well as a link to my Etsy shop, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.